Well, here we go. Who would have guessed a mere 8 months ago that we would have been settled in, well, kind of settled in here on 20 acres in Kelowna. And one of the jobs we have to tackle, yes, hey, Coral and I just agreed. Well, we actually agreed a long time ago. This door has to go. This is going to be the main entrance, but this really has to go, and it's really wearing on us, and so that's going to happen. But, to think that we were on 6 acres in Langley going, this is our forever home. Look at Howard's sawmill. Look at Coral's brand new chicken coop. Look at the horses. Look at the horse shelter. On and on and on. And then literally in the course of 3 months, we went from, you know what, we could sell off 1.5 acres of this property. No, why don't we just sell the whole thing? And, oh yeah, there's 20 acres in Kelowna, and let's head over there. Again, all in about 3 months. Hey, but actually, it's not all that surprising, because in our first 13 years together, Coral and I picked up and moved 11 times. We renoed a number of properties. We did a custom build. And that big house that you see here and that barn, 1,800 square feet on one floor, and then a 900 square foot office up above. All of that, but it just wasn't us. Coral and I are kind of the people, we like adventure. We look at something like this as like total adventure. This is my project for today. I'm going to be out here. I'm going to dig a total of 200 feet of trench before the day is out. I will have backfilled some of it. I'll have done some installations. Like, this is the type of stuff we love to do. And honestly, we're the type of people that, hey, we'll take it, that 5-star suite at the Four Seasons, but we're pretty much equally happy on a trek to Kilimanjaro, camped on a rocky hillside in a pup tent or whatever, as we are doing anything else. And these renos, I don't want to say they're easy, but they're simple. We're getting it down to a formula. So not all things in life are easy, but there is a way of making them simple. And that's what the entire video series that we've got here on the YouTube channel is all about. Here's to contributing a little something that makes your journey a little easier or a little simpler. Hey, so, this little series on our 82 Maple move, before we wrap it up, it just wouldn't be fair to wrap it up without sharing some of the amazing memories we had on the Langley property. And you know what? We're building new memories here, and all in the spirit of adventure. As you look over the shoulder, I think might be able to spot an Airstream back there. That's our very good friends Paul and Janet hanging out with us here, our first official guests, on our Langley, on our Kelowna spot. I'll get my words fixed up here sooner or later. And we've got actually 3 RV spots over there for guests. And we would have never guessed in 100 years that we would have to expand some of our adventure processes to include a little water pump down in the creek for, you guessed it, fire protection, buying a pump, learning how to prime that pump and string some fire hose. Yeah, we occasionally, very occasionally, get to use those chairs down there by the creek. But, we've got a barn here and lots of animals, and there's lots of rats and stuff like that. So this is one of our tuxedo cats. And this guy, let's see, has the tip. So 3 letters in the word tip. Hey, Max, hang in here for a minute. Hang in, buddy. You're a movie star. And so Max equals the one with the tip. Somewhere around here right is Lando. Oh, yeah, there's Lando, the other tuxedo cat. Max, hey, go hang out with Lando. So this is to help me, because on many Sundays, Jordan and I used to get together in Langley and watch F1. This is about as close as I get to watching F1 these days, is hanging out with Max Verstappen from Red Bull and Lando Norris from McLaren. Yeah, so Coral let me name the cats, and it's one more adventure along the way. So hey, we've put together a few snapshots of our time in Langley, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I hope you enjoyed the telling of the story as much as we enjoyed making the story. You know, the reason I'm going to throw some of our memories into this video, you know, you have your own memories, but I'm hoping that somewhere in our memories, you'll pick up a little something that will inspire or again give you a tool, tip, technique that makes things simpler. And if nothing else, my learning was not everything has to be a project that you tackle in a single day. What Coral and I did was accomplish, well, both of us pursuing a career. Hey, Coco. Coco wants in on the conversation here. And, you know, Coral had a full-time real estate career for the better part of this time. She got licensed like north of age 50, tackles a new career, gets licensed in real estate. I was and am have a full-time job running a sales force. And, you know, it's just a tribute to what can be done with a couple of things. An hour here or there. Yeah, sometimes there was a full day on the weekend, but rarely. And then having the right tools and having them at the ready to do some interesting things. Coco's very, very excited about this video. It was just framed up in front of a Eurosizer 6 months ago. I didn't know what a Eurosizer was. That's a whole topic for another day. And so what we're going to do is, before we get into the memories, let's take a look at what that load looked like as we rolled out of Langley, rolled out of the driveway for the very last time. Make sense, Coco? Hey, Coco. Does that make sense to you? We have your approval on all of that? Oh, tail's wagging.
Hi,
hey. I think we're good to go. Hey, Howard at 82 Maple, and here we go. We're just loading up the last of the goodies here. So this is the last episode of our 82 Maple on the move. Coral's just jumped into the 350. We just finished loading the last of the stuff out of there. She's taking it down, is going to back it up to the trailer. We'll get it hitched up, and that's it. The truck is loaded. We've got a bunch of live edge slabs in the back of it, along with some bricks that we're going to use for a little patio in our new greenhouse. And we're going to get this thing hooked up, and we're rolling. It's a great Sunday afternoon here in Langley, and stay tuned. Well, not so fast. Not headed out just yet. I promised our wonderful across-the-street neighbors, Karen and Cordell, that I'd help place a couple of rocks along the edge of their beautiful property. It was the least I could do after all that Karen and Cordell have done to look after our dogs and livestock when needed.
What you doing now?
Just gonna throw a little ballast here to keep this log upright until we get the excavator loaded, and we should be good.
Oh.
Hey, those trees behind us, you got it. They're going to make great memories for grandchildren. There'll be a point that you're going to see some platforms built up in there and some happy children swinging off above the creek or something like that. But hey, that's looking forward. We're going to take a last look back. Max, this has been an awful big build-up, but here we go. We're ready to go down the trip to memory lane. Ready, Max? Let's do it. Hi, goat. Hey, you're hanging out here. Are you hanging out with the chickens? You want to play with the camera now? Oh, you're a funny goat. And you're a funny chicken. Have you laid some eggs today? Are you looking forward to dinner time? What about you? I bet you're looking forward to dinner time. And what do we have back here? We have a little baby goat. Oh, just a little baby goat. Yeah. Can you talk? Can you talk? What do you say? What do you say? You're the cutest little guy ever. Yeah. What do you think, Mr. Chicken? Do you think? Head node. So what are you going to do? Can you make some little noises? There, what about pets? Do you like a pet? Oh, wow. Yeah. Can you talk? How about talking to the chicken that's coming by? Bye, Mr. Goat. Bye. Hey guys, aren't they funny little creatures? I got to just about a 2-minute video like Everett did yesterday. Love you guys tons and tons.
Making up some little gift packages that I'm going to give out to my neighbors during this COVID outbreak. I'm putting stuff from all of our local, or some of our local businesses here in the Cabell Valley area. We've got some Domaine du Chaperton wine. We have Vistadoro's jam. Get that right there. We got some hand sanitizer from our good friend Steve at Mainland Whiskey. And of course, Coral Kettner Real Estate eggs. And the final thing I added to it was some homemade peanut butter chocolate chip cookies that I've been told are pretty good. So I'm going to throw those in. I'm going to put that all together and hand it out to my neighbors. We've got some cleaner. I've been cleaning everything off. Gloves and homemade masks for my daughter-in-law, Heidi. And I'm hoping that you'll all be safe and have a great day.
Hey, Howard at 82 Maple, and we're getting going. You'll see over my shoulder here the progress we made on day one of the little shed and elevated playhouse build. And it sounds like I've got some company here again today. I'm really excited about this. And if it isn't Tobias and Anya.
Hi.
Oh, bringing, what have you got there, Anya?
Got some bread.
Oh, some
Bread.
homemade sourdough bread and an egg carton that we'll fill up for you before the end of the day. You can go get some eggs from the chicken coop. And what have you got there, Tobias?
We have.
Oh, you brought your hammers. We've got lots of nails to do here today.
Work gloves.
Good stuff. And we've got our time-lapse video set up there. So we're just going to capture all of the excitement. And I think you're doing some horseback riding as well today.
Yeah, that's great. I'm super excited.
Terrific. Well, let the show begin. Well, here we are. We're ready to head out the gate of our Langley property for the very last time and point the nose of the F-350 across the Coquihalla for its very last load-bearing trip to Kelowna. But you know what? We've got a stop to make. We've got 8 grandchildren, and little Lenny, at 2 years of age, exhibits all of the enthusiasm on behalf of all of the grandchildren in this little video clip that we're going to insert. Let's do it.
Now what? How would you get all the way up there? This might help, eh? Here's Uncle Michael's suggestion.
Good job.
Okay, now where can your foot go next?
Yeah.
That seems like a great option.
Good job. Woohoo, Lenny. Woohoo. Nice job.
Lenny, how did you get up there?
You want to get back down? Okay, turn back around. Turn back around.
Just conquered the mountain.
Okay, now hold on and step down carefully. Where's that lift? You almost got there. Try one more time.
Hold that down.
Oh, you want to climb higher? Okay, and are you going to sit on the big seat? There's nothing that he can...
No. Oh, good job, Lenny. Are you driving the excavator? Yeah. So, Lenny, do you want to drive the excavator? Here, this is how you drive the excavator. Pull on that.
Can you pull? Like that, with your hands.
Lenny's driving the excavator. Oh, wow. Wow.
Pretty good. Pretty good job.
You like doing that, don't you, buddy?
And then you can use the
And those are the parts that worked out for that wrapped up first. Okay, bud.
Well, here we are, closing in on home base after having come across the Coquihalla for probably the last time as it concerns things pertaining to the move, and flawless performance from the F350. It's a nice warm day, about 80 degrees, and it didn't heat even a little bit. If you're wondering part of what I'm carrying, buried down below there's some live edge slabs, a few little bits and pieces of bricks, something you always need around a farm, and so I have had a few of those kicking around. What are those tires? Well, they're not for any vehicle that I own, I can tell you that. They're all part of the goat play area, and so they were part of our property in Langley, and they're going to be part of the property in Kelowna. The goats will enjoy them equally well despite the location. Hey, all of those tie downs stayed exactly where they should have been. The load has been rock solid, tight as can be. I just walked around and double checked everything. What's that contraption? Well, I would like to know myself. It was part of a trailer that since deteriorated, and it's headed for the dump, but I've got to strip those rubber tires off, and I just didn't have the equipment with me. The dumps here don't take mixed rubber and metal. The tires have to be off, and they're kind of rusted to those rims. We'll figure that out. That's a problem for another day. And something that I hadn't mentioned in previous tie-down videos, you notice this strap has a bit of a twist in it here. That's very intentional. My OCD suggests that strap should be laying absolutely level and perfect. But here's the deal. Having that strap sitting on a level plane, it'll actually work itself to death over the course of a few trips. So I just always put a twist in it. Little short sections like this don't matter one little bit. And hey, what's with that slab of wood? Don't I have enough wood in Kelowna? Well, that's a nice little cedar slab that's been drying for a good year and a half, and we're putting a new fireplace mantle onto a fireplace that was constructed, I don't know, something like 50-60 years ago. And so that mantle is going to come out of that piece of cedar, bringing something from the old homestead to the new homestead. Again, I think I've given you a peek at this before. It's my toolbox. I've got all sorts of stuff in there. These little chunks of 2x4 were just to block the wheels at the should I need to detach the truck from the trailer. But all sorts of tools, tie downs, chains, choker cables. Even got some of these here in case I have to tie off for some reason with the winch. That's just part of the stock of what I carry in there. And there's an axe, there's my cinch bar for tightening these, and yeah, I just feel confident when I hit the road with a toolbox like this. So I've had my little walk around now, and we're ready to get at it again.